Hey everyone, I got an Xbox in 2024. Now, the funny thing is, I already have an Xbox. So this is my original Xbox right here, and it's not broken or anything like that. Now, I don't know if I think this is just maybe a UK PAL or a PAL thing, but our Xboxes don't display 480p, or they could, but they just don't, and you can't really seem to change it in the settings. I don't know, I don't really understand all the technical things. All I knew was that whenever I tried to play an original Xbox game that wasn't backwards compatible, I thought it looked a bit rubbish. So I decided to get myself a brand new Xbox. And when I say brand new, I don't mean like literally. It was just made. But I went on the online, and I picked myself up a brand new Xbox because I wanted to play one which I could connect properly via HDMI. And this Xbox allowed me to do that. Let's have a. This is it. It's got a few scratches on there. It has got a few scratches on there, but one thing that you might start to notice when you look at this is it does have a slight difference to it than your standard Xbox, like my one over there. Now, the thing that's different about it is this little thing at the bottom, and I did notice it in the picture initially. And what it says is, if you have a look. I had to obviously get it before I could see what this all said. Chip enable, off and on, flash protect, on and off, and bank 1 and 2, which I can't change because there's no button for that anymore. LED on and off as well. So I'm guessing, right, because I am a bit not great with this kind of stuff, and you can see some of the cables actually going inside there. I'm guessing this is a hard modded Xbox. Well, I'm not guessing. Well, I kind of am. It could be soft modded. I don't know. But I know that if I turned one of these off, it goes back to the original dashboard. Because this one doesn't go to an original dashboard. Because this Xbox actually has a 500 gigabyte hard drive, which is awesome. Because it means I can put loads of my games on there, and one of the reasons I wanted to get this is because it can display 480p and 720p. So I do that via this adapter. I'm not going to try and bore you with all technical things. This is called a Keiko? Keiko? I don't know. Keiko. Xbox to HDMI adapter, and this just plugs in the back, and the HDMI cable goes in there, and it runs wonderfully. Now, I know I could have probably upgraded my old Xbox. I could have soft modded it or whatever, and I could have, but it's just getting all the things that you need for that nowadays, I feel, is just awkward. And do you know what? Maybe I'm a bit lazy. I don't know. And I just worried maybe what if it didn't work, and I spent all that time and I had to get these cables and this specific USB drive to do it. I just wanted to play games that looked good. And there's a few games that are not backwards compatible that I really, really wanted to play. So one of the things that I guess I'm really I don't have yet is I haven't got an Xbox memory card, so I've ordered one of those. And they're really expensive as well, if you're looking to get into kind of the Xbox or anything like that. Now, I loved my Xbox. It's over there. It's really, really loved. It's got, some marks on there and things. I think a candle once melted on it. But anyway, I really, really loved my Xbox. And aside from the tray tricking, the disc tray sticking a little bit, it's wonderful. It works wonderfully. But I thought, you know what? Is it really that bad to have one with a 500 gigabyte hard drive on? That literally all the games I've got, I can just put on the hard drive. How awesome is that? And what has really surprised me, right? I know that I'm just going on and on. But what really surprised me is how good some of the games look at 480p and well, I don't know if I've played Evil Dead Regeneration looked really good when I played that. So I don't know if that one was 720p. It's probably not, you know, it's probably 480p and it just looks good. A game that I played on both PS2 and Xbox recently, just to have a quick look at the difference, is Outrun, one of the Outrun games, 2006 I think it is. It's worth seeing the difference there, because I'll try, if I can, I'll try and put some side-by-side footage of the PS2 version and the Xbox version. I didn't like do specific recording for that purpose or anything like that, but I just so happen sometimes to record the games that I check out, and yeah, it looks really good. It looks really. Do you know what? I'm so pleased that I've got it. I'm petrified something's going to go wrong with it. So I'm treating this like, you know, it's like my firstborn child or something. Like, come on, look, oh gosh, I just scratched it saying that. But I don't know what these mean. You're welcome to tell me. What does bank mean, by the way? Bank 1 and 2. Is it get money in there? Can I get cash out? I don't know. Flash, protect. Does that? I turned that off once because it loaded up a bit funny. It didn't work, basically, and I almost cried thinking, no, please don't do this to me, Xbox. I spent a lot of money on you. When I say a lot of money, I think I paid about £90, 90, so I don't know what that is in dollars at the moment, about 120 maybe, I don't know. You'd have to look it up, £90. So I paid £90. There's a lot of scratches on there, like I said, but with a 500 gigabyte hard drive, it had been all kind of cleaned out, looked after, whatever, all of that stuff. It's got the chip, you know, and again, I can put games on there. And also came with a controller. Let me show you what that one looks like. Unfortunately, it's not a Duke. I've never owned a Duke controller. If you want to send me one, you're welcome to. And money. But no, I'm being silly, of course. I just want to make sure, yeah, it's recording, isn't it? Hi? So, this is the controller that I got with it. You know, it's got a few nibbles here and there, you know, it's serviceable, not so usable, it's fine. But I've got my own one, which is much better looked after, I would argue, apart from the dust, you know, because, you know, it hadn't been used for a while. So this is my one, you know, little S, really nice condition, actually, I think. Actually, no, don't show that. Now I've said that, there's loads of gunk and anyway, so it displays games quite nicely. I'll try to show a few that I've just run on it. I haven't had it long. I've literally just not had it long. I haven't even properly played any games on it. I just wanted to see if one game in particular I was able just to install on it with no issues, and I was. And it was this one, Star Wars Obi-Wan. Now, I've been wanting to play this game for so many years. And I know it sounds silly. I never got it at the time. I wasn't really interested in it at the time. And then, you know, you just play other things and you enjoy those. But I wanted to play this game for, honestly, so long. I wanted it to be back. I was hoping it would be backwards compatible with the Xbox 360. It's not. I was hoping that with the whole like Series X, Xbox One, you know, and backwards compatibility, it would be added then, but it's not. And then I was hoping, because so many Star Wars games eventually did get added, that it would be added, and it's not. It's not, is it? We know that. It's not added. And it's got Obi-Wan with, like, in green on the front, because Xbox, it was an exclusive Xbox game, because George Lucas wanted it to come out on Xbox, you know. And it kind of again, Obi-Wan, you know, there's that whole Qui-Gon got a green lightsaber, maybe that would have fit better. But do you know what? I've only played this a short amount of time, and I think I already love it. It's hilarious. It's brilliant. I've been wanting to play this for years, and I can now finally play it in good quality, if you like, 480p, whatever. It doesn't matter. You know, no, I didn't. I got this only online recently. Didn't come with a instruction manual, unfortunately. I would have loved that. I know. I'm sad. I don't know. Does anyone else just really like having a look through the manuals when you get them, especially older games? Modern ones, yeah, don't really care so much. But older games, I don't know what it is about just looking through them, especially like something like Star Wars. You just want to see what force button do I, or what words do I need to make what work. What buttons do I need to press for force powers and things like that. But honestly, I can't wait to play this. And it did actually get me thinking, and please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I did think about actually starting doing some reviews. If I do reviews, though, I'm going to really focus on I'm going to be nice, right? I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be some kind of scathing, angry reviewer because I just can't be bothered. I'm too old. I don't want to be miserable all the time or play stuff that makes me more miserable because it's rubbish. I'd rather play stuff that I think is rubbish, but it's funny rubbish and it's good rubbish because it's funny. If that makes sense. And I know that this game is not supposed to be brilliant, and I can't already stop talking about it. If I do some review stuff, I'd be more interested in talking about a bit more like what Review Mageddon was. It was like, how does it make you feel? Why do you enjoy it, but not necessarily trying to give facts as such. I know that sounds weird. I'm not explaining myself very well, but I don't ever like someone to try and tell you why you're wrong and why you should or shouldn't like a game. I'm more interested in what it made me, how did I feel during it? What's the emotional kind of response that I got from it, and in general, kind of enjoyment, moments in video games have made me sad, but that's a hard thing to really sometimes describe anyway. I'm waffling without making any waffles. So, there's loads of games. I just picked a few out. I don't know why these ones. Path of Neo, I never got to the end of. And I can't remember if I finished what I was talking about earlier. I've got loads of saved games on this beautiful device that I want to try and transfer over to here. I don't know how to do that aside from the memory card. So I bought one, as I said. And I know I've got a save on this somewhere. Fighting giant ants in space. Because that's the thing, this is Path of Neo, just in case you can't see and you're driving anyway. Path of Neo, Matrix Path of Neo, it's alright, Gosh, the pictures on the back make it look so flipping awesome, don't they? So good. It's alright. It's alright. It's kind of fun being Neo, and as ridiculous as it sounds, I'd rather you just press the button down and he does the whole God thing, and like, you know what, you can't even hit me, bruh. You can't even hit me. Or even if it was just a cheat or that you could unlock, or anyway. Fahrenheit was a game that I had it back in the day, and I don't know, maybe I sold it or whatever, and I've never completed it. And do you know what? Do you want to know the reason why I've never completed this? And the reason I never completed this is because there's a bit in it where you had to press the L and R buttons, and I couldn't press it. I humanly couldn't press it fast enough. And it didn't matter how many times I did this whole thing. It's why I hate quick time events often, because like this particular, I physically couldn't do it. I physically. A Manhunt I've never even played. All the talk I've ever done about it, I've never even played it. I've played the second one a bit. I think it was on Wii. I'm pretty sure it was the second one on Wii. But I've never played the original, really. So, I've got loads of games that I'd like to play on Xbox. If there's any games, though, that you think that I should really play, like, Wes, you need to get this Xbox game. This is the game. If you I know about Halo. I do. I've got it. I've got Halo. I've got Halo 2. Completed them. Yes. Multiple times. Yes. Do I like Halo games? Yes. But I'm aware of them. There are some games, that I'm interested in, the ones that people maybe don't talk about so much. Like, is it Cold Fear? Obscure? Like I said, I was playing Evil Dead Regeneration. Why? Because I can, and it looks good. I just wanted to see how some of the games looked. So this is my Xbox, a 500 gigabyte modded machine that can play 480p and 720p, and the games look really, really good. You can see actually, at the back. Oh, sorry, where it's just been. Oh, it's not very. There we go. Well, it's just been like, no one gives about that warranty anymore, do they? Or whatever. If I want to open it up, I will open it up. My one's never been opened up, so. An Xbox in 2024, and I've been surprised by how good the graphics are, how well it plays. Do you know what? The other things, you put a game in and you can just play it. Do you remember those days? Like, even with some of the PS3 games I've been playing, sometimes you are forced to install them. 360 is kinder on that, but with with Xbox, literally, I put the game in and I can just play it, and like. I have been surprised occasionally by loading screens and how long sometimes they take, but usually they're not that bad. They're not that bad. And you know, if you added them all together, it's probably still less than sometimes it takes to actually install a game. Anyway, Xbox looks good. If you've got the means to make it the HDs, I'd encourage you to think about it, because you can get them for quite cheap. You can, and the games often are quite cheap. Depending on which ones you want. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what games I should check out, and I'll see you in another video. All right, goodbye. I'm being silly.